Okay, here we are doing some electrical work. We basically have to take the original sub panel and convert it because we're going to add a couple lines. We can't do it with this. So here's the original feed coming in from the main box, which is over in the other building. We're going to keep this line, and what we've got on here is a 30 amp circuit breaker interrupter that turns off the lights, and here's a 20, and the box says that the other one on the left side is just for a computer, and this is the wall. But actually there's a lot more on this. It powers the whole other place. There's several rooms, so I'm going to try to split those up, but this is just the computer line, and it's basically only one outlet. I think they were doing that as a surge protection. So you can basically see this, and my big challenge is to switch everything over to the new box. Okay, so here's the new sub panel box, and here's what it comes with, but here's that little green one, and it says it's a box bonding screw. But if it's a sub panel, we don't need this apparently, so we're not gonna tie that in to the ground. But we have to go from this to this. We've got 8 spaces on this one, so the bigger panel should accommodate this, plus a new line coming in from the main panel. Now, my question is, can it be done that way? We're going from the small box to here. We need to add a line for an air compressor, which I don't think can come off of this circuit. So I want a whole other circuit just for the air compressor. Then it's pretty obvious you can't go from this to a 220 off of that feed. So are we talking about 2 more feeds coming into this panel? Is that how to do it? Or just this feed, the original feed, going into here, rewire the 2 breakers, and then 1 more feed coming in that can branch off into the 220 outlet and the air compressor, which will be another circuit. Is there a way to do that? That's the question. So I'm not sure. We're going to have ground over here, right? We're going to have neutral. The feed's going to come in, and you see how they have it here. I don't know if this is regulation also. So maybe I'll just focus on this, and you tell me that first, the first question, because if I have to take this and duplicate it down here, I'll do that. But if this is wrong, we have to know. Because it comes in hot and then it like spliced out to 4 ways. This one is not even connected to anything. But that's means that that's live. and there's one that goes back down the line. There's an outlet here, and then everything goes out into the rest of the building. Obviously here that controls the light. It's a cutoff here. There's the breaker cutoff. And I'll just let you look at it for a while. Okay, folks, if anyone has any input, I know comments are very difficult to do now if you haven't gotten a full featured Google Plus account. And if you can't comment, oh well, just this is a mental exercise where you can just think to yourself, get educated. I'm getting educated by this project. But if we can't communicate, then so be it. I'm sure you learned something by watching this. And in my next videos, I'm going to show you how I actually do this. Thanks for listening.